review of Raw is here, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to say this. I don't say this often, but I want to say thank you for anyone who watches. Sometimes this video gets a good amount of views, maybe 70 or 100 people, which is really cool. I'm not really doing this to get views, but I am very thankful that anyone even wants to look, so thank you. Now let's get to these 2 points, and one of them is why? You see it on my face. You see it on my shoulder. Why is Sasha Banks working with 205 Live? She's working with Alicia Fox, who's on 205 Live. She's working with Rick Swann, who's on 205 Live. She's working with Ulin Dar, who's on 205 Live. If I'm pronouncing the guy Ulin Dar's name wrong, I'm sorry. I don't watch the show because, let's be honest, if you count SmackDown, Talking Smack, and 205 Live, that's 3 hours and 30 minutes. What? If it was still just SmackDown with Talking Smack, it's 2.5 hours, that's alright. But then you throw 205 Live on top of that. And as 205 Live is going live, either at the same time or afterward, that's 12 o'clock. You're doing Talking Smack. Or at the same time as 205 Live is going on, they're doing Talking Smack. I don't know because I see it after the fact, Talking Smack. I like it. I don't like Raw Talk. I think Raw Talk is stupid. Talking Smack should have been its own entity, and that's it. That would have given WWE more credibility. No. No, you had to double it because you wanted to make everything equal on both shows. It's stupid. Calm down. This just goes along with Sasha Banks. Where is Sasha? Sasha was here. She was up here. She went up, hit here. She was pretty much headlining Hell in a Cell. She headlined it. She headlined a couple of pay-per-views. She headlined Hell in a Cell. She pretty much headlined more than a few Raws with Charlotte. The minute Charlotte's not with her, gone. And it can't be because Charlotte's the better wrestler or the better character. Look, you know the 5 tools. You got charisma, a good look, a good mic skill, a good ring work, and a good way to tell the story. Sasha, if you're comparing Sasha to Charlotte, Sasha is a better talker than Charlotte. She's a better wrestler than Charlotte. She has more charisma than Charlotte. She just tells a better story than Charlotte. And I'm not saying it because she's part black. She does have German heritage. I'm mixed. I don't have nothing pure either. I'm not doing it because she's a dark-skinned woman who has a fine-looking body. That's not the point. Yeah, I wanted to say it, but anyway. The point is that she's actually a better performer than Charlotte. Charlotte actually was rushed. And I'm not going to say that Sasha wasn't rushed a little bit as well. They wanted to do something with the women, so they kind of rushed the women out. And they weren't even bothering to help the women that are already there. That's why most of them are gone. But when you look at Sasha Banks, she was here. This is where Alicia Fox, Ulin Dar, and Rick Swann is. Now she's here, just slightly above them. Slightly. She went from headlining pay-per-views and Raws to now being a bitch on 205 Live and on Raw. I know she hasn't gone on 205 Live, but this is pretty much a 205 Live feud. They're going to expand on it on 205 Live sooner or later, and I'm sure Sasha's going to be there. At Extreme Rules, Sasha is going to actually be doing a match, a mixed tag match with Ulin Dar, Rick Swann, and Alicia Fox. This is all about 205 Live. So what does that leave for Sasha? Nothing. And that's just sad. I feel sorry for her. They pulled the rug out from under her. She's just a nothing now. I always hate when WWE does this. They think, well, someone's become so popular. Let's start dropping them down to them. Pull them out. Pull out the interest from under them. And let's see if they can rebuild again. Then we can really be investing. That's bullshit. Why don't you build them properly? Then you don't have to do that. Come on, Vince. Anyway. The real title for this video is Will the Golden Truth Work? Now, 2 weeks ago, Golden Truth broke up. 2 weeks ago, well, a week ago, we got the first what do you call it? I'm sure I put something in my face. But you got Shattered Dreams. I mean, I know that's from Drew McIntyre. But 14 Karat Gold, Shattered Dreams Productions, whatever you want to call it. You got R-Truth having a feud with Goldust. A more older style of Goldust. Which we actually needed. I mean, I like Goldust. I never hated him. But let's be honest. As a face, Goldust really felt very generic. He tried his best to really be funny, and sometimes he hit the mark. And other times he went so far away, he wasn't even near the barn. He was in another county. So when it comes down to it, it was time for him to turn heel. And he needed to turn heel. We wanted him to turn heel, now he's heel. But then you have R-Truth. And I felt, like I said 2 weeks ago, the person that would be more better to turn heel first would have been R-Truth. In 2011, he had this crazy type of heel that people went nuts for. The little Jimmy thing people went nuts for, at least until he turned him face, and then they made Jimmy into a joke. They should have left him as it was, because as the little Jimmy thing went, it was really a very good stick. So now we have him trying to do the Pulp Fiction, trying to do the Shaft, and trying to do all that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's going to work. But it doesn't mean it couldn't work. I just don't know yet. We're going to have to see how far they're willing to go with both these guys. Because let's be honest. These are C characters on Raw. Raw has never really sponsored Golden Truth very much. They haven't cared about them. They let them joke around in the back. They let them joke in the ring. And let them just keep going as they are. And they've done nothing with them. Now you do something with R-Truth, and now you've done something big with Goldust. Throwing Goldust into an older, retro feel of 14 karat gold Goldust. Well, a shadow of 14 karat gold. He isn't the same as he once was. But when it comes down to it, this feud, will they actually care about it? Or are they just going to let it just fizzle out like they have for most of the feuds on Raw? The majority of the feuds on Raw are so stale. SmackDown's feuds and storylines are more fresher and more cared about. That tells you a lot. Now, I'm not saying SmackDown isn't a superior brand. It is. Because they're willing to do something completely ridiculously crazy. Look at Jinder Mahal. What a concept. You do something entirely different, the people get pissed. That means now people are really interested in seeing how far Jinder is going to go. So if they want to do something entirely different, sponsor the two guys you just showed. Sponsor R-Truth. Sponsor Goldust. Actually package them right. Don't make this quick. Don't do a couple of matches, then a rubber match, and that's the end of it. Actually build the feud properly. But this is just my point of view. I hope you enjoyed this Raw Review Mini. Please give me a comment below. Watch my SmackDown review. And I'll see if I get my next Pro Wrestling Guide for Newbies out. Hopefully Wednesday or Tuesday. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.